What is up, all you YouTube viewers and YouTube fans? It is me and yours truly, Brandon Murphy, here on YouTube, and as well as you folks may know me from my Twitch channels, Brandon the Yellow Koopa and Brandon the Mandalore 37. Remember them all, folks, so you have to at some point, some which, some way, somewhat, and of course, folks, some when. And, excuse me. Okay. And today, folks, I am bringing you the biggest, bringing you folks the biggest discussion, reaction, and review of things I've seen from last week, plus the week before last week, and maybe even folks from this week. So, as Charles Martinet would say, folks, if he was here still with us, he would say, folks, like,
let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Woohoo! So, yeah. I guess, folks, where to begin? Well, I want to discuss, react, and review to you folks, first of all, this whole new series I've seen since this week. No, actually, you know what? Let's get to the big stuff first. The big thing. The moment that we've all been waiting for since 2 weeks ago. And that is SMG4's movie that has Mr. Weapons and Mr. Puzzles. And honestly, man, I was happy that they finally pulled that movie out. But it wasn't quite the way that Mr. Puzzles wanted or expect. So, where does it all begin? Well, as always, this purple or pinkish goo thing that someone once told me it's named Tubs or Tube or whatever. And Mr. Weapons goes and rescues Mr. Puzzles in their daring escape from the police, from none other than Mr. Monitor himself, and this big giant box that I folks was expecting, like, maybe Mr. Box to be, you know, a bit smaller so that we could package up Mr. Puzzle's big head in a, like, I don't know, man, an Amazon box, or maybe even a Walmart box, or, you know, whatever, man. But no, this box that everyone announced that yesterday or the last 2 weeks is probably the one that I wasn't expecting, and that box that I wasn't expecting was another frickin' robot that we folks don't even know where or or even where it came from. But yeah, man. So yeah, and the reason why, folks, I'm jumping on ahead of this video is because I'm pretty sure we've all seen it and we all watched it. We can all pretty much figure out the rest of the movie. As Mr. Puzzles and Mr. Weapons finally arrived at the destination where Meggie and Not to mention SMG4's friends. Um, Let me just say that things didn't go as planned or well for Mr. Puzzles, as Mr. Weapons ruined everything for Mr. Puzzles, and Mr. Puzzles did say that he has changed. He wanted to start fresh. Hell, he even wanted to be friends with Meggy and all the SMG4 game. And after all the crimes you've seen, okay, let me stop myself for a sec. Rewind. Woo! Wow, 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 wow. Okay. So what I'm doing the best I can to say is, Mr. Puzzles wanted to be friends with SMG4, Meggy, and all of their friends. Not after all the crime scenes that Mr. Puzzles has done in the past. Not to mention he's been copywriting a whole bunch of things that SMG4 and the rest of the gang shouldn't be freaking doing. But you know what? YouTube's like, yeah, you know what? It's SMG4. It's freaking Luke and Kevin's gig, so we'll let it slide for now. Well, I did say in that quote that I didn't want to watch SMG4's videos if this continues on, but I still, folks, could not resist watching my favorite voice actor or actress, Elsie Lovelock, who plays Meggy and so on and so forth. So that's why I'm continuing to watch SMG4's content and whatnot, even though I hate the bastard. So yeah. Anyways, so we jump to where Mr. Weapons once again ruined Mr. Puzzle's life, saying stuff like, I don't know, man. Maybe something along the lines and words of Mr. Puzzle's been playing with you all, he has been toying with you, and so on. Which I also had feelings for Mr. Weapons, but for having someone like Mr. Weapons do Mr. Puzzles like that is just too cold, man. And I don't accept. We Inklings or Autolings don't accept people like Mr. Puzzles. No, sorry, Mr. Weapons giving Mr. Puzzles the cold shoulder and whatnot. It's just, man, not okiki in my book or case. So we then come to the thing we all been waiting for, and that's an all-out Mr. Puzzles versus Mr. Weapons battle station. Wham, 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 and all that. And after the end of all that battle, post-credit ending scene of the movie that SMG4 and the gang made. Mr. Puzzles said to himself that he will find a way to fix all this. But the $1,000,000 question is, how? Like, in a sentence, how is Mr. Puzzles gonna fix this? Well, guess we're gonna have to wait for another goddamn arc to find out how is Mr. Puzzles gonna fix all this. But I still, if there was a lesson in all this, I would still say just give him, man, some freaking space, or just be yourself. But don't push yourself to, don't push or even urge yourself to do what I always do, folks, which is asking people like Mr. Puzzles just did, oh, I'm starting fresh, or, oh, I fucking changed. Because, let's be honest and real here, there's been dozens of people out there that still doesn't accept whenever I say, oh, I've changed, or, oh, I want to start fresh. Because it doesn't freaking work. Especially for those like DJ Particle, Epic Xander, GC, hates Kiyomi subs, and so on and so forth. People that it just doesn't folks, doesn't work at all, or even period. So just don't do it. Move on is what I would say to Mr. Puzzles. But ooh, too bad I'm not in SMG4's stupid and idiotic video that I can't say that to Mr. Puzzles' face. So I'm just giving everybody a heads up that if you want, that if you or me in my shoes, I would just move on, find new people that are not a jerk, an asshole, or a complete dick, and just live your happy life. Okay? Then they're in simple. So, now that I got that out of the way, let's move on to another thing I want to discuss, react, and review. And that is me watching, ladies and gents, the newest video I have seen on YouTube, besides Alex Spyre's videos that I haven't seen in weeks. And that is this new animated show called Take My Muffin. Now, you folks are probably wondering, why is it called Take My Muffin? Well, I'm about to explain. And for those that doesn't want me to explain or even spoil it, I recommend you folks go check out Take My Muffin first before you come to this video, because they're about to release a episode 9, either starting today or starting, folks, tomorrow. Who knows? But anyways, let's begin. So, throughout the whole Take My Muffins episode and series, we find a unicorn who has 0% of idea, or even, folks, can't remember a thing. It's like this unicorn character has too many amnesia is the word I'm looking for here, and as he gets run over by a truck, which he should have. In my case, folks, if there was a sidewalk in Take My Muffins videos, I'd say just go on a sidewalk. Well, walk on, just simple as that. Go take a walk on the sidewalk, buddy boy. Instead of being on the road, getting run over by a truck, and then later on you get yourself into a hospital. Where we folks meet Rook, or he calls himself Rock, but whatever. Who is more than just a doctor or nurse. He's just a businessman, so to speak. That's right. He just wants things done. He wants to get that money and all that jazz for his friends, his relatives, his family, whatever Rock or Rook calls it. But in order for Rock or Rook to get that money, he needs some ideas or thoughts where we folks which is where we folks meet up with the other cast or crew members of this Take My Muffin series. Some robot named U2 or whatever it's called. And no, I'm not talking about the band U2. Just a robot droid, I guess, named U2. Dr. Noper. A smokeaholic potato. I forgot his name. And another great voice actress that will be in my heart, and that is Alexis Keeper, or whatever her name is, playing as Drax. And no, it's not Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy, but the Drax, which is probably short for Dracula or something. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This unicorn character meets up with the rest of the gang, and as their plan is to, folks, I don't know, let's say, make muffins. Now, I'm not a huge fan of cupcake. I'm not much of a cupcake or muffin person since I stopped eating muffins and cupcakes and all that stuff. I'm more of a person that just likes to get up in the morning, eat my cereal, eat my bananas, eat the good stuff, you know what I'm saying? Just get up, make yourself, I don't know, Cheerios, make yourself oatmeal with bananas or anything you folks love. And bam, you got yourself a good morning breakfast. But in this series of Take My Muffin, they make muffins out of I don't know where or how they do it, but yeah, meow. And that, folks, is just basically kind of it. They sell muffins to make cash, and the series goes on from the first episode, which I don't want to spoil too much of it, but like I said, if you folks haven't seen it, go check it out. It's still on YouTube, and there's 8 episodes of this Take My Muffin and so on and so forth that I folks adore. So, meow. And finally, speaking of Alex Ryder, now that I'm bringing him up, there's one last video I want to discuss, react, and review video with you all, and that is Alex Spider doing it again, the whole Super Mario that world. Woohoo! As you see in the opening, Princess Peach, Toad, Yoshi, all having a great race when Bowser gets behind their butts and throws not one green shell, not two green shells, but three. Count them, folks. 3 green shells at my poor boy. Yoshi, played by Kazumi Tataka, by the way. And that folks still love and enjoy that man. Bowser starts hitting Yoshi. He starts hitting Toad, and right when Bowser was about to hit Peach, Peach was like, "Oh, Moira. Oh, Moi Shindaru." And Bowser's like, "Nani?" As Princess Peach pulls out a bomb from the item block, uses it against Bowser, and sets Bowser off course. Well, meanwhile, we see Amy Rose still racing with Vin Diesel from the Fast and the Furious franchise, and while that's still continuing on, we still see Mario. We still see Mario, Wario, whatever, all having a great race against each other. When Donkey Kong, that's his name. Well, Donkey Kong and Paulina, or Pauline for short, starts gassing up not just Donkey Kong's vehicle, but as well as Pauline's vehicle as well. And as a reward for Donkey Kong doing such a great job, Pauline rewards Donkey Kong with, "Oh, banana." But right as Donkey Kong was about to get that, "Oh, banana," Kirby just sucks up that banana like a vacuum cleaner and go, and something like that, and that's what drove Donkey Kong and Pauline upset, because in translation, if I was playing Donkey Kong instead of that Seth Rogen, no offense, I would be saying stuff like, "Hey, that's my banana! Me, Donkey Kong, want banana now!" Or something like that. And off Kirby goes, followed by DK and Pauline being on Kirby's tail. But meanwhile, at the closing credits, we see Luigi being chased by Waluigi, with Daisy not far behind Luigi and Waluigi, as Waluigi was just about to destroy Luigi, but they crash and bump into not just Tails, but Hi Puffy Yumi, and that's what ticked off not just Tails, but also Hi Puffy Yumi, as they both go chase down Waluigi and Luigi for destroying their vehicles and whatnot. And after Daisy lost track of after the after Luigi lost track of no, yeah, as Daisy lost track of Daisy, I mean, as Daisy lost track of Luigi, Daisy finally caught up with Luigi and Waluigi, but little does Daisy know that she's also chasing down Hi, Puffy, Yummy Yummy, and Tails far behind. And while the race still goes on, we still see Alex Spider himself that wanted to participate in the race as well. And of course, there's my favorite Inkling or Octoling girl, Meggie, as she too follows up the whole entire gang. So, yeah, and Meow Meow. Which there will still be more Alex Spider's content, of course. But for the time being, I want to discuss the last two videos made by SMG4, and that is Mario reacting to brain rot. Which, for those that don't know what brain rot is, it's basically just us looking at memes that are either cringe or just simply folks uncomfortable, that's all. And my advice or tip is, if you don't want to watch anything that will cause your brain to rot in hell, then do as I do and just play video games. Play typical color, which is what I always play, folks, on Roblox now. That I can't, folks, simply play Team Fortress 2. Not because I don't want to, but because of this stupid update that Valve and Game No updated. That, as they say in the Looney Tunes, Dover Boys short, them Dover Boys. Confound! Confound them, Dover Boys! They drive me to drink! Curses upon curses upon curse upon the Dover Boys, curse. And yeah. And finally today, folks, there's this last video I want to discuss, react and review with you all, and that is SMG4's video called SMG4's Super Stupid Mario Kart World video, which basically it's pretty much the same as Alex Spider's, but without the extra characters. Like, for instance, you have Tari's ex-friend or foe participating in the race. You also got Corn in the middle of the race. I mean, so many stuff, man, that's just happening. That also, once again, the Dover Boys. Curses upon curses upon curses upon the devil boys. They drive me to drink. Confound them all. Confound them all, those devil boys. And whatnot. But yeah. Not sure what to tell you folks about SMG4's newest video, the Super Mario Stupid God World. Woo! Except I still don't get the gist of the Super Mario World game. No, Super Mario Kart World game. But my guess is if you don't pass the checkpoint or cross the finish line, you're eliminated. Which I find that dumb, I find that stupid, and I find it folks also retarded, but that's what we're picking up next. That's probably in pretty much what we're dealing with next week. I mean, in this Super Mario Kart World game that I folks don't even have a Nintendo Switch. I mean, I have a Nintendo Switch, but I meant to say that I don't have a Nintendo Switch too. But anyway, one thing I do find disturbing and uncomfortable is after Mario won the race, I still got questions as to why the beans. Why not just a can full of, and not sponsoring or supporting them, but why not just grab a can of spaghetti and meatballs from Chef Boyardee? Or, you know, why beans? And if there's a lesson in the video of SMG4's Super Stupid Mario Kart World, woohoo! I would folks just say, well, just have fun with it. Don't act like Mario and get all pissed off just because you're going to be eliminated. I mean, there's always other races that you could compete in. For instance, we still folks have that Sonic Racing Cross World game that Mario could have attended. And for those of you that haven't seen my clips of me playing Sonic Robo Blast 2 Kart, then I suggest you folks go and play that game as well, because that game is also kick-ass. Okay. But that's pretty much, folks, all the time I can share with you all today. So you all know the drill. If you folks love all these contents, or if you folks love all my contents, including this one, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, or don't. That way you folks can be notified as to when I'll be making more videos in the future. What else? I would just say, folks, hit the like button or don't. since I folks can't compose, control, and or possess you guys' video, you guys' actions, opinions, or even options. And finally, I'd say, folks, I don't know, man, just send me folks some positive comments. Because if you don't, we'll find out, Sid. And we toys can see everything. So, yeah. Once again, positive comments. And if I happen to find out you guys are giving me inappropriate comments or even bad comments about me or anything else, I will not hesitate on finding you guys' YouTube channels, as well as blocking your guys' channels and many other things that we folks don't want to have. Okay, so once again, please just positive comments, and until next time, I am yours truly, Brandon Murphy, here on YouTube. And as well as you folks may know me from my Twitch channels under Brandon the Yellow Koopa and Brandon the Mandalore 37. Remember them all, folks, so you have to at some point, some which, some way, someone, and of course some way. Saying to you all goodbye, Auf Wiedersehen, Francois, sayonara, and all that jazz. Plus, as the band Puya say from their hit single, song Fundamental, that they named their album, saying go, folks, keep it simple. And as usual and always, you folks know how I end my videos or streams, so here you go.
Oh, mamma mia!
There you go. And with that, ladies and gents, that is it. I am done. I am out the door. I am leaving, so meow meow. I only wish you all a good day, good afternoon, good night, sleep tight, and also bye 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 bye, and bye bye.